Hello friends, 623rd days of war. Nowhere it seems that war is de-escalating. In southern war zone on Kherson front, the Ukrainians' effort to increase number of bridgeheads and strengthen the existing ones with troops and weapons in eastern bank of Dnieper river seems to be going up. Ukrainians' bridgehead in Krinky is hot and active where it occupies the central region. Ukrainians' effort to expand, however, did not succeed. They retreated due heavy Russian artillery. Nonetheless, they are able to strengthen its fighting forces with fresh induction of troops as well as weapons here. On rest of the fronts in eastern bank of Dnieper river, nothing special to report. On Zaporizhia front, Ukrainians launched fresh counterattacks on Verbov with arms, ammunitions as well as armored vehicles, and it seems that they managed to gain some footholds in addition to what they had. Nothing extra to report on Orekho sector as well as towards Remivka salient. In north on Kupyansk front, Russian army has taken the control over planting areas near west of Pervomaisky. However, further advance could not take place due heavy mining and defensive forces. While Russians are advancing towards Kupyansk, though at very slow pace, Ukrainians are continuously strengthening their defensive line all along from Kupyansk to Swatovo and Crimea line. Nothing special to report from Liman side. In east on Bakhmut front on northwest side of it, Russians made more gains towards Barkho reservoir. In southern flank, nothing special to report. Nonetheless, ISW said that Ukrainian army made continuous offensive and made some gains towards Klishivka. In Avdivka, heavy battle is going on around Vodyane and Upitnoe. Russians made some gains towards Stepu, which is northwest of Avdivka, along railway line. Otherwise, in most of Avdivka region, positional battle continues. Ukrainian army carried out attacks on Crimean airfields with almost 19 UAVs but not much of gains. They also shelled Belgorod, Bryansk and Donetsk regions. Russian army continues hitting Ukrainian targets in various Ukrainian regions and in last 24 hours hit targets in Kryvyi Rog and port infrastructure in Odisha. On Palestinian front, which has become now 1 month old, more than 13,500 Palestinians are killed and 26,000 wounded. More than 40,000 residential buildings have been destroyed by more than 30 kilotons of explosives dropped by IDF. These numbers are not very important, yes, I am saying so, than to understand the motives behind such wars. USA has said that in their views, Israel is committing no war atrocities and not violating any international laws. Just imagine. Which made hue and cry when the Russian bombs hit some civilian targets in Ukraine. The motives, of course, are profit, hegemony, and warmongering, continuation of the world dominance. There are information that Houthis or Yemeni drones, which they are launching to attack Israeli terrain, are being intercepted by Jordan and Egypt before they could reach the target. Even the missiles launched by them was intercepted by Saudi Arabia and destroyed. It may not be totally true, but nonetheless what is happening is the play of finance capital. Who is with whom we don't know. In the meantime, IDF air and ground attacks are continuing and Gaza Strip seems to have been cut in two. Some other news. Zelensky has postponed his visit to Israel indefinitely. Seems he was not invited or welcomed. UN mission in Mali has finally come to an end as its troops left the country last week. But report also says that immediately after the departure, Tuareg militants or rebels supported by Americans occupied the territory and leftover weapons, military equipments and munitions. Wonder why UN mission had left them behind. Thank you.